giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Henry on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Play action. It's Ryan.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Covered was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
On second down, it's Taylor.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7-7, our score after 1. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Zimmerman.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the pressure gets to him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And taken right on the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Looking deep downfield.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
First and 10, Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack on first down, Ryan, he finds his man, complete. It's Zimmerman. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Rattler.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Under pressure, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. An impressive 75-yard punt return.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go play action with Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action now. Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
2nd down at 4.
Now it's Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That sack backs Ryan the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. following the fumble recovery. Willis. And that is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they...
And now here is another interception.
Tanner Muse with it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Meanwhile, Willis throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks.
Touchdown, Titans.
Traylon Burks,
39 yards.
And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Trap 50, trap 50.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Play action, Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Number 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Willis to throw.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Come back in. Come back in.
4th down, Willis.
This is caught. It's Woods.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Running right through him.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Always got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Tennessee, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds.